Not everything that glitters is gold, and not every open door is from God. In leadership, success without discernment is speeding in the wrong direction. Discernment is more than intelligence, it's insight. It's about knowing more, it's about seeing clearer. Because when you lack discernment, you don't just make mistakes, you multiply them. Welcome to the Life Podcast. Today we're talking about discernment. It is the ability to cut through the surface and see what is really going on underneath. In a world filled with noise, trends, and opinions, discernment helps you to hear what matters most. Discernment is that quiet inner wisdom that helps leaders to avoid traps, make sound decisions, and to see people for who they are. Discernment helps leaders to align with God's direction even when it opposes popular opinion. And how do we get discernment? It's by the Holy Spirit. And oftentimes the Holy Spirit says wait, not to deny you, but to protect you. Discernment isn't about being suspicious, it's about being spiritually sensitive. Ordinary people might say, oh, you're being spooky, but you know for a fact that the spiritual controls the physical. One of the best biblical examples of discernment is found in 1 Kings 3. Solomon's judgment of the two mothers. When two mothers came before him, one had killed a child and the other one still had a child. But the one whose child was killed stole the other woman's child and claimed it was hers. And her story was pretty much convincing. In fact, on the surface, both stories seem convincing, but the leader should always look deeper. Search your spirits and look deeper. And that was what Solomon did. When Solomon asked for a sword, it wasn't an act of cruelty. It was an act of discernment. It was that inspiration that helped him to discern that the true mother would reveal herself. That's what discernment does. It reveals truths when facts seem foggy and most people don't know what to do. Proverbs 14:15 says, "The simple believe anything, but the prudent give thought to their steps." Leaders without discernment just follow trends. Where is everyone going to? Oh, this is what is in season now. This is the new trend. Oh, this is where people are making money now. Invest in this now. Without discernment, you will just keep getting tossed to and fro, and you still won't even catch what you're chasing. You need to learn discernment. Discernment is when everyone is doing something, you don't join them because that's what everyone is doing. You discern, is this what I'm supposed to be doing now? Should I join the bandwagon or wait? That is discernment. It's discernment through the help of the Holy Spirit that helps to lead better. Remember what I said in my first two episodes, that leadership can only be done properly by the Spirit of God. Because without discernment, all you're doing is guesswork, and you can never be 100% with guesswork. We see in scriptures how Jesus modeled discernment. He could see the intention of people's hearts when they are asking him questions, and then he answers their question based on their intentions. That is discernment. We see how people purposely wanted to put him in trouble by asking him specific questions, but he could discern the meaning. He could discern what they meant. That was how he was able to navigate through. You cannot lead without discernment. You will get in trouble. People have ulterior motives. People hide behind a facade. And to move forward, you need to be discerning. The people of the world might say that discernment isn't a leadership skill. Well, I know that is a spiritual safeguard for you in leadership. One thing to note is that discernment always finds the why. Most leaders treat symptoms but never find the root causes of issues. You're seeing poor performance, low morale, bad outcomes. That is not the time to produce makeshift decisions. You need to be discerning to know what's the root cause of this. Why is this happening? What is behind this behavior? And when you begin to be discerning, you stop being reactive, always reacting to problems. No, you become proactive. Before problems arise, you catch them and you resolve them. And that is discernment. Discernment enhances problem solving. Yeah, problem solving is a great skill in leadership, but then it has a limit. You can only improve what you need to do by discernment. How do I solve problems better than others? Is by discernment. Let me pause to reiterate that discernment isn't voodoo or magic. This is from the Holy Spirit, and if you've been with him for a while, you'll be able to know what to do and what not to do. Discernment isn't about being clever, or being the wisest. It's about finding patterns through the help of God. It helps you to sense when the timing of something is off, when people are not ready, or something isn't just aligning with purpose. Another thing to note is that discernment maximizes opportunities. Not every open door is inspired by God. Some doors are distractions dressed as destiny. You need to be able to pick out which one. Discernment helps you to know which opportunities to take and which ones to turn down, because wrong opportunities drain your energy, dilute your focus, and detour your purpose. You need discernment to know, should I get a new job? Is it time for me to leave my job? Do I need to start that business now? Should I sign these papers? Do I need a new business partner? Are we ready to upscale? Do we change our location? Should I relocate? Every decision you make in life has to be purposeful. You can miss your purpose without discernment. So don't judge your decision making by feelings or emotions. You need to be discerning. What do I need to do at this time? Because when it comes to purpose, a little mistake can detour your destiny. Another point to note is discernment grows through relationship with God. The more you relate with God, the more you pay attention to God's instructions step by step, you begin to discern much more. You begin to see what lies underneath. You begin to know what you're supposed to do at a particular time. You begin to see the true nature of people. You need to learn to build your discernment. If you've not listened to the episode on how to hear from God, please go back and listen, because there I spoke about the different steps to help you hear from God clearly, because you need it in discernment. In purpose, you need to hear God clearly, because circumstances will come, storms will rise. It is only if you have a strong conviction and you're able to discern what God is saying, that is what will help you navigate through that storm. So you build your discernment gradually, step by step. So let me ask you, what decisions are facing you right now? Are you reacting to what feels good or responding to what is right in your spirit? Are you judging based on popularity? This week, continue to ask yourself this question. What voices am I listening to? What does my spirit sense that my logic can't explain? Remember to take a pause, think deeply about it, and ask God for help. Don't always wait to wanting to make big decisions before you learn to hear and be discerning. It starts from the small things. Purpose comes when you can discern. You won't make mistakes when you can discern carefully. Remember, good leaders make good decisions, but great leaders make discerning decisions. This week, don't just look, see. Don't just hear, listen. And above all, don't just move, discern.